It's very random at times and I kinda couldn't follow it, but Makurena, Makendo, also known as Don't Lose Makendo, is a 1995 OVA from Studio OLM centered around monster busting and based on and named after the video game which has the alternate name Kendo Rage. Now, most would assume that any video game based anime that isn't Street Fighter II the animated movie is an immediate write-off, but there's actually some appeal with this one. The first game came to North America, but the second one stayed in Japan on the Super Famicom, with the artwork favoring the anime more because it's connected to the second game. In all transparency, the OVA was really a commercial for the game, which, fun fact, is probably why one of Mai's rivals in the game had a character created for the OVA's opening theme, but never actually appeared during the run of the anime. It follows Mei and Kamuyoji, who meet up mid-anime and pretty much fight monsters and save Earth. Man, never heard of that kind of story before, huh? Kai was kidnapped early in the anime, transformed into a cyborg and then escaped, while Mai has been a monster hunter all this time, but she really isn't even interested in it. Her sister, however, is giddy as hell to serve and protect. So they all gang up and eventually find themselves in a confrontation with Dr. Mud. It's fun to see Hikari visit the headquarters and find out her sister is a monster hunter. It gives more investment into the story here instead of just dropping everyone in the woods or something fighting like what these OVAs usually do, especially something cheap and linked to a video game. The little things add up too, like how Hikari and Mai live pretty much in a treehouse, or the way that characters in this remind you of Astro Boy or Cyborg 009. It helps. There's something about these character designs that satisfy me. Again, it's the anime where many of the characters are so different it could easily look like a different show, depending on what scene you're watching. These are the art styles I appreciate the most. I mean, look at his uniform first off, and then look at him, then look at her, and look at her. So I'm not sure if this suffers from being only 26 minutes or if it benefits from it. You gotta understand, this is 26 minutes, and it spends the first 10 or so setting the stage for the characters. So I ended up noticing the anime only really gave me more or less 15 minutes of actual experience of what the purpose was. But all in all, man, I highly recommend Makendo. It's borderline magical girl and action comedy with a hint of mech. In addition to that is music, which is cool sometimes, but as far as animation, I found it to be exactly what's expectable. Actually, the music is above average. Like, I've never played the game, but I wonder what the relationship is between the music of the game and anime as far as Kendo Rage was, you know, Super Famicom and all of that. Like, did they have similar people working on both soundtracks? It has some of that early 90s Japanese fantasy flavor to its soundtrack, man, and I really kind of enjoyed it at certain moments. I mean, at this point, I shouldn't have to keep saying it, but it's the 90s. I'm talking about the animation again here. Most of them have the same level of animation technology used, so it's pretty predictable. So, you know, yeah, you can see what's on the screen though. Anyhow, don't expect too much seriousness out of this, cause it tends to get silly. Like the video, comment down below what y'all wanna see next. I'm out. Thanks for watching, Anime Back When.